I moved out here because I started doing voice work with Family Guy, which I'm lucky to get the gig. And then I haven't had a conversation about this, but my first episode with Family Guy, I was such a fanboy that I almost lost the gig.
You almost ruined it? Yeah, we're going to have to hear that story.
Yeah, they discovered me on YouTube, and this woman, Linda LaMontagne, is the casting director for Family Guy and American Dad. And she said, we'd like to offer you a job to work on these shows. And I said yes to everything she said. I said, yes, can you be in LA? Yes. And I hung up the phone, and a week later, right before I left for LA, I told a comedian friend of mine, I said, dude, I'm doing voices now on Family Guy. And he said, how much are they paying you? And I went, I have no idea. I never even asked that question. So I called up Linda, and I said, hey, Linda, it's Craig Gass. And she went, are you okay for tomorrow? I go, yeah, I'm totally fine. This is going to be really embarrassing, but how much am I getting paid tomorrow? And she goes, hold on a second. Craig Gass. Craig, you're getting scale plus 10. And I went, all right, cool. Okay, so I'm scale plus 10. She goes, yeah. And I go, all right, cool. Thank you. And she goes, you got any questions? Yeah, what's scale plus 10?
What does that mean?
I don't even know. And she goes, well, scale is union scale, $780 plus 10%, which is $78. I said, okay, all right, okay, cool. So $858. All right, whatever. All right, that's fine. So because I would have paid them to work on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And I walk in, and my first recording session is with Seth MacFarlane, and I'm a fan. Every TV show I've been on has been a huge show. Sex and the City, King of Queens, Las Vegas. But it's the first time I'm working on a show that I'm a fan of. So I'm really nervous to be in the room with Seth MacFarlane. He kept doing one line as Peter Griffin, where he kept saying, this is crazier than when Al Pacino was a slumlord laundromat tenant. And they cut to me as Al Pacino in the middle of a bunch of broken down washers and dryers going, you're out of order. And you're out of order. And you're all out of order. And I did that 3 times. And then Seth MacFarlane, who's running the board, goes, all right, man, I think we're good. And I was so nervous because I thought we were going to be friends.
You thought we were going to bond?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, we're hanging out, right? Yeah. I go, so you want to go hang out or something? He goes, what do you mean hang out? And I go, oh, you want to grab a coffee or something? And he goes, I gotta work.
I said, no, we're good.
I go, oh, all right. Do you want me to leave? And he goes, yeah, get the hell out of here. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Grabbed papers, walked out. I didn't hear from them for 6 months.
That's so funny.
And then Linda started calling me and saying, hey, Craig, can you do this voice? Can you do this voice? Now every time I come in, Seth's never around.
Right.
It's always a guy named Mike Henry who does the voice of Cleveland and the creepy old guy. And every time I see Mike, I go, hey, Mike, Seth around? And every time I see him, he goes, don't worry about Seth. We'll get you out of here real quick. Come on.
That's funny.